Charlie, how's the competition going at quarterback this camp?
I think it's been good. It's been, super competitive. And I think just all around, I think everyone's, competed at a high level. And I think it's, off to a good start.
What's the camaraderie like between you guys? I mean, you don't typically see, as many as 4 guys having the chance to get a starting job.
Yeah, I think all of us get along really well. All have our strengths, our weaknesses, and a lot of those guys, helped me out a lot learning the offense back in the spring, and still doing that, to this day. So I think the camaraderie is, pretty good between all of us.
What about the learning of the playbook? I know you were talking about that in the spring, about having a little bit of a growth, learning curve there. But do you feel like you've gotten to a point where you're comfortable with it? Things are slowing down for you?
Yes, yeah, I think light years ahead of where I was in the spring for sure. Just getting readjusted to more of a spread type offense, and I feel really comfortable now.
You talked about how the RPO was ideal for you in terms of the speed and everything. Is that something that you were able to pick up almost immediately once you got here, and how has that helped you here this camp?
Yeah, I think, like the RPO game, I'm familiar with it, just back from like high school and then a little bit of Baylor. So feel comfortable with that, and, we do a lot of it, so it's good.
JB's a guy that's been around Liberty for several years now, kind of the veteran of the room as far as being at Liberty the longest. But how much has he helped you, kind of adapt to life at Liberty, not just on the field, but going to class and things like that?
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's helped me out and showed me around when I got here. So, I think JB is a great guy for sure.
Is this different for you versus Baylor, Utah, where it's 4 guys competing for a starting job versus maybe 1 or 2 at the previous stops? And how much does that help you make sure you're bringing your best every day to practice so you can catch coach's attention and have that edge to be a starter?
Yeah, I mean, I think, there's competition everywhere. Every year I was, at those places, I was competing with, a ton of people. So, it's not really anything new. It's kind of, just it feels normal to me to, earn your right to play. So.
What is Coach Austin like as a QB coach? And you've had at least 3 different QB coaches the last 3 years, right? So what's he like?
Yeah, he's been great. Just like, showed me kind of a different side to the game and kind of explains it a little bit differently. So it's been cool getting to learn from him.
For you, what's been key for you this camp in terms of whether it be decision making, intangibles, that sort of thing that maybe is helping you stand out?
I mean, I think just there's not really just one certain thing. I think just operating the offense, fast and just making it smooth, making it look like I've been in the offense for a couple of years, and I think if I do that, it'll be good.
What are you focusing on, areas of improvement as you go forward the last half of camp?
I mean, I think just, when we're doing individual stuff, just, mechanically making sure, I'm on my P's and Q's. And then, Coach Freeze just, preaches, just operating the offense smoothly, going fast when we want to go fast, and just making the whole thing, look smooth.
Kobe, new to Liberty this year. How has your adjustment been to coming into a new place here?
It's been great. The guys here, they're very welcoming. I really like the guys in my position group. I really like my DB coach. He's taught me a lot, and I think the transition from my old school to the previous school to the school here now is honestly like one of the biggest things that's probably ever happened to me. So I'm very grateful to be here.
Could you just expand on that? What has it been about, this transition in Liberty that's been so special and so good for you?
Really the culture. Everyone takes on that win first culture every day in practice. It's like, you got to go hard. You got to train this way. You got to train that way. And then it's honestly helping me to my goal is obviously to get to the next level. And I think coming here is a big help for me to get there. So that's pretty much.
How big was the spring for you to get acclimated to not only the new defensive scheme, but get used to your teammates and everything else?
It was big. I think coming in January was probably a good decision for me. Be able to learn the defense. And then one good thing, honestly, has been Coach Ballas, obviously my defensive coordinator from SU. He's kind of implemented the defense that they're running now, and it's kind of been kind of some similarities. So it's been a lot helpful that Ballas here, and then also, the defense they've been very, very helpful in everything they've been doing. So.
Your decision to enter the portal and then end up at Liberty, what were those decision and deciding factors of first one to leave your last stop and then choosing Liberty?
So one of the big decisions was try to get higher competition, want to play at a better program, better school, try to get just so I can try to get to that next level like I previously said. And that was one big thing for me. And then obviously my brothers and my family, they helped me throughout that process and told me and also wanted to be closer to my mom and dad. They're from Florida and I was in Utah previously, so being here in Virginia, they have a closer way to come to see games and stuff like that. That was one big decision.
When you were looking at the schedule for this year, Wake Forest, BYU, Arkansas, Virginia Tech, jump off the page, was that an enticing aspect of, and I'm going to play some Power 5 teams and get a chance to showcase what I can do?
It really is. I think that was also another big reason why I decided to come here too. Arkansas, Wake Forest, Virginia Tech, all those big games are going to be huge for not only me but everybody else in general, you know what I'm saying? So I think, and then for me to try to see where my level at in terms of physicality and then mentally, it would show me where I'm at.
What have you been working on this camp in terms of what you need to do in terms of creating takeaways? I know that's been a big factor. And what do you need to do in terms of technique-wise so that way you're on the field quite a bit?
Eyes on the ball, really. Make sure you keep eyes on the man, eyes on the ball, attacking the ball as high as possible. That's been a real big thing, honestly, that Coach Aldridge has talked about, and really it's just playing comfortably, trusting yourself. When you're guarding a receiver and then you turn for the ball, you see the ball, you go attack it. That's pretty much all you can really do, and then hope you come down with the play. So.
Kendy, how's camp going? It seems like there's a lot of bodies able to play there on that defensive line this year.
Yeah, camp is going really well. We have a lot of bodies, like you said, that can go in and out and play. I think we have more than 15 guys that can go in there and do the same job. By the end of the camp, it was going to be a crazy season. Just having healthy bodies. If everyone can stay healthy, we'll have a chance to have a great D-line this year. Yeah, I'll say it's different for me for sure. I don't know. I can't say for the other guys it's different for me for sure because now I'm taking in basically in their shoes. Last year I was looking up to them and seeing what they doing and picking up on small things, technique that helped them. Now is me. I got to focus on my craft and actually watch myself and. So I do the right thing so the young guys can watch me. It's just like switching into the leadership role. That's the biggest difference for real. And just say the chemistry too, it's real different. I say in the group, we really it's really like a brotherhood, true brotherhood. We hang out with each other, we talk to each other real nice, and I think Coach Garrett did a great job with that, just getting to know each other in a different way, just not football. We talk about our 4-H's almost every day somebody talk about their 4-H's, just getting to know them in their personal life. I think that's helping the group out a lot. That's something different also. The 4-H's, we talk about your history, your hero, heartbreaks, and your hopes. So hearing the guys talk about that and just seeing okay, he's quite similar to me. It's just not Darrell is he's just not Darrell. He's somebody's son, some brother, stuff like that.
Is that something y'all have those conversations in a team room type thing?
We have it in position groups. Right? Usually, coach give us after install or just a small meeting. He gives you 10 minutes just to share your heart with the team, and I think that's helping us a lot. bringing us together and knowing who you battling with. Like, it's just not your teammate. You know his story and his passion, you know? Kind of helps you play with together in a different way, you know?
Have you been training at tackle this year, or have you been cross-training with nose guard as well?
So far this camp, I've been playing straight 3 tech, just the tackle spot, but coach know that, like, I know the plays well enough. If he needs me to go at nose guard, like, I'm ready to go, you know? Because, like, what I do, I learn both I don't play it in practice, but, like, I still pay attention to the nose position, you know, just in case I have to go in. But I think we have enough bodies in this inside that where I won't have to do that. But you never know. Like last year, like Trabuzzi went out, I had to go into nose, but it's still the same thing. I still have that same mindset, you know.
Chibuzi gone. I think he was going to be like, at nose. Who have you seen step up at nose?
I'm bringing in transfer Dennis. He's doing a real good job, just buying into the culture and playing there. I think he's doing a great job. Also, Jay Hardy, Bryce, and Chris. Chris, Body, and Bryce, those are two of the young guys. I think they're doing a great job. They're both learning the 3 and the nose, so like they can go anywhere and plug in for anybody. And I think we'll be fine at nose. We just gotta keep working and